Welcome all. In this session, we will learn about the internal structure of dicot root. Roots are considered as the important plant organ that influences the development of a plant. As you all know, roots are the non-green, positively geotrophic and negatively phototrophic underground parts of a plant. It is one of the major parts which helps to distinguish between a dicot and a monocot plant. Let's learn the cross section of a dicot root to understand the internal structure. And when we taking a cross section of dicot root, it contains the following regions: epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, vascular bundles, conjunctive tissue and pith. First part is the epidermis. It is the outermost protective layer and it is known as rhizodermis or epiblema or piriferous layer. And many epidermal cells produce root hairs and that are unicellular and unbranched. And these root hairs increases the absorption area of roots and helps the absorption of water and minerals from the soil. And they are usually short-lived and are replaced continuously with the new root hairs. And unlike in the stem, the epidermis is devoid of cuticle and stomata. So that's all about the epidermis. Second part is the cortex. And it is the region seen between epidermis and pericycle. So this is the cortical region, and it is made up of many layers of parenchyma cells arranged radially or in concentric rings with large intercellular spaces. And this cortex helps to store food in the form of starch. Next important part is the endodermis. It is the innermost layer of the cortex. It is called endodermis or endoblema. This region is the endoblema or endodermis, and it is made up of compactly arranged barrel-shaped cells, and they are very prominent in roots compared to stem. And the endodermal cells are characterized by certain thickening or Casparian bands in the radial and outer tangential walls, and they are formed by the deposition of suberin and lignin. Due to the presence of this deposition in Casparian strips, it prevents leakage of water and nutrients in the outer layer of cortex. So this is the endodermal region, and this region is the Casparian strips or Casparian thickening, and it is made by the deposition of suberin and lignin, and this Casparian strip prevents the leakage of water and nutrients in the outer layer of root. And endodermal cells opposite to the protoxylem remain thin-walled and are called passage cells. It allows a radial conduction of water from cortex to stem. Next part is the stellar region. Stele. It is the central part of a root. And the stellar region contains four parts. They are pericycle, vascular bundles, conjunctive tissue and the pith. So these are the stellar region. This is the pericycle, and these are the vascular tissue, xylem and phloem, and central region, pith. Okay. First one is the pericycle. It is the layer below the endodermis. It consists of one or more layers of parenchyma cells, and lateral roots originates from the pericycle. And during secondary growth, the cells of the pericycle opposite to the protoxylem becomes meristematic, and later they become a part of the cambial ring. Next one is vascular bundles. Inner to the pericycle are the vascular tissue. Here the xylem and phloem are arranged in alternating radii. So this arrangement is called radial arrangement. Radial arrangement of vascular tissue. And the number of xylem strands equal to phloem strands. And xylem is exarch, as in the case of root, as you all know. Xylem is in exarch condition, means the metaxylem, the large xylem, is facing towards the central region, pith region, and the protoxylem is facing towards the periphery. And the number of xylem strands is limited from 2 to 6. In dicot root, the vascular bundles are limited in number, and the xylem vessels are polygonal in outline. So these are the main part of a vascular area. Next is the conjunctive tissue. Conjunctive tissue means the parenchymatous cells occupy between xylem and phloem. These are the normal parenchyma cells in between xylem and phloem, and it is made up of closely packed parenchyma cells. At the time of secondary growth or during secondary growth, this conjunctive tissue between xylem and phloem gives rise to the interfascicular cambium to form the cambial ring. So during secondary growth, the cells in between xylem and phloem, this conjunctive tissue become meristematic and it forms a part of the cambial ring. That's about conjunctive tissue. Last part is the pith region. It is the parenchymatous central part of root, and in the older roots of some plants it may be absent due to the enlargement of metaxylem. In others it is very much reduced. So in this video you have learned that the cross section of a dicot root contains different parts like epidermis, cortex, endodermis, pericycle, phloem, xylem, conjunctive tissue, pith. Okay, these all terms are you studied in the portion. So thank you for watching.